Okay, perfect. So, okay, I have to say, I love doing this movie, and I loved your fight scene.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, I
I
got
was
some good bruises from those.
Well, yeah, I was wondering, could you give me a bit of background into your martial arts training? Because I was looking it up. I was looking you up, and it looks like you have a really interesting background as far as martial arts go, with like a bunch of different styles. And I was just wondering if you'd kind of give me a rundown a little bit.
Yeah. So basically, I started when I was 4 years old, and my parents were huge, like Jackie Chan fans and all the old school, like action movies. And I didn't want to do martial arts. I wanted to dance, but my parents were like, you have to do this. So I started training. And when I got to about 8, 9, 10, I realized, oh, I'm really good at this and I really love it. And then I started competing. And one of the great things about martial arts is I think it teaches you so much, like just discipline and focus and like team, because I'd compete on a team as well. Like we'd go like across the world and do competitions. And it's like one of the best things I think that my parents did for me.
Hmm.
And then so like I competed and I actually injured myself quite badly. So I couldn't compete anymore. And I'd always done some acting and music. And that then became a different outlet for me. So I then actually had like double knee surgery, rehabbed, and found that like having then gone to drama school, I could also like combine the two and use the action in my work, which is a lot of what you see in boss level.
Well, it's funny you mentioned a dance background too, because I've always thought that a really good fight scene in some ways was like a dance sequence in kind of golden age.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm much stronger with fighting and martial arts and dancing, but I did some dance too. But yes, it is. It's all the same kind of like choreography. It's just slightly different technique.
So when you're doing a movie like Boss Level, and the amount of like the careful kind of choreography that you're doing with the swords, how long would it take you to shoot something like your big climatic fight with Frank Grillo? Because it seemed like that was so intricate, and I was just wondering how long of a shoot something like that actually would be.
Well, I mean, actually, like the whole shoot was only 27 days,
Wow, that's a
which
surprise.
yeah, which given like what Joe and Frank created is incredible. I think we actually only shot that in an afternoon.
Wow, really? God, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of rehearsal that
Yeah,
everyone just worked really hard and we just had to be on the
yeah.
ball all the time and we just like gave it our all.
Um, I was looking at some of your credits, and you were in triple threat with some pretty big heavy hitters.
Oh,
Tony
like, yeah,
Jaa.
Uko, yeah, Tony, The Raid and Ong Bak, like Uko Uwais as well, like, yeah, the
The
action
greatest.
guys.
Yeah.
Hmm.
When you look at action stars, if that was something that you wanted to pursue, being an action star, who do you think for you are kind of top tier? Who would you like to be like? Who are the ones that inspire you the most?
I have to say Jackie Chan because I grew
Oh,
up on him.
yeah.
He's just incredible, and I love his book as well. Like just hearing about his journey, how hard he worked, what he overcome.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, he's like a real inspiration. And then obviously Michelle Yeoh's in the movie as well, and I've loved her for as long as I can remember. And she was just she's such an incredible, sweet person too.
Did you get to
So
have any? Did you get to interact with her at all? Because I know that you guys don't really have any scenes together,
we
which was
don't,
kind
but we hung out a bit, and it
of
was
good.
fun. Yeah, ate a lot of burgers.
She's a legend. I mean, of some of her other movies too, like Yes, Madam and Royal Warriors from
Hmm.
Hong Kong, are just
Yeah, yeah, super cop. Yeah,
yeah.
she's just so cool. She's just so cool. I want to be her. She's incredible.
So is that something that you'd like to do though? More action movies, and is that kind of the genre that you're into, that you're interested in?
I love action movies. I also love straight dramas and comedy. I just want to be a part of telling good stories. But if I can use the action in that, yeah, hell yes. Like I really enjoy that aspect of it too.
So when you're fighting in competition as opposed to the screen, what would you say is the biggest key difference for you in that? Because I know that, you can't make contact with somebody when you're doing a fight scene because you could really hurt them.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
um, I mean, it's completely different in that, like, while I'm using my martial arts in films, like I'm still telling a story and I'm that character. While it's like in competition, I'm like focused on
Mhm.
winning.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
um, yeah, but I mean, it's still that same type of mental place you go to where you get in the flow. So you start a fight scene and you're in that flow, you're in that zone, and it all just, not sure how to explain it, but just that zone, which is an incredible feeling that I love. Yeah.
Did you find that Karna had a really strong background in martial arts? Because it's funny, I think that was the first time I'd actually seen a martial arts like scene in one of his movies, right? So I was kind of surprised.
Joe is just an incredible director, and like the shots that he chose, I think they look amazing. He just knows how to shoot action. I mean, he just knows how to shoot. He just knows how to make great movies.
Mm-hmm. And how was it working with Frank Grillo? Because what I really liked about the fight scene is that, you know, you have to be focused as if these moves are coming spontaneously, where he's kind of, you know, been training.
Yeah.
Like they say in the title boss level, like you're the final boss that he has
boss
to do.
before you. Yep. Yeah, no, Frank's great. And like, we always like, we get along super well, and it's just always fun. And like, cause we'd worked so hard and choreographed and rehearsed, like when it came to shooting, it was just, we could enjoy it.
So one of the things that's interesting too about how Boss Level is going out is that it's going out on Hulu. So it's going to be one of those things I think that's going to be instantly accessible to a lot of people. Do you see that as a positive as opposed to the theatrical experience? Because it would have been a really fun movie to watch on the big screen as well. I could imagine going to a multiplex and having a blast with it.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been fun to see it on the big screen, of course. But like, given your current climate and the way things are, streaming is everything. I mean, could you imagine right now, like not having streaming platforms? And I think that's the way now that people are watching things. And I'm so glad that Boss Level found a home with Hulu, because I know it's going to reach so many people. And Hulu is just so well known for creating such good content and having their original, you know, Palm Springs, The Handmaid's Tale. So I'm just really excited that Boss Level gets to like join that family, and for people to see it. I think they're going to enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Well, they kind of left it open for a sequel. So, you know, the fact that they could bend time so much, she might come back. And I really
hope so. Yeah.
I'm looking forward.
I want to play Guan Yu again.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you in all kinds of action movies coming up, because I thought you were great.
Thank you.
Really stole the show. So
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.